If you don't know what happens when you press and hold this go-to MOB key, then I encourage you to stick around to this video and find out, as you may learn a very important, potentially life-saving skill. If you find the video enjoyable or helpful, a like, share, subscribe is always very much appreciated. I have a life jacket here and I'm going to basically throw this overboard. And let's go man overboard. And the life jacket is now in the water. And this is a super important function that I think gets overlooked. So I'm going to hit and hold, and I am going to have now a man overboard symbol. And right now it has created a waypoint, and that is the flag. So we are drifting away from the man overboard, which was my life jacket that I just threw in. And so now it is giving me data. It is showing me the symbol here that I have a man overboard. It's showing me that I have the coordinate of where the person went overboard, and the elapsed time is 33 seconds. So now, as soon as I hit man overboard, it takes precedent and gives all the necessary navigation data, and it will override anything that was presently being navigated to, because obviously man overboard is the key safety factor. So the go to button, it also has underneath it MOB, and I just want to be crystal clear that that MOB stands for man overboard, and that I pushed and held it as soon as I wanted to secure the waypoint for the rescue. So once again, that is a super important button that I think often gets overlooked, and everyone who operates a boat and a Humminbird unit should know how to press and hold the go-to button, so that you can hopefully never use it, but just on the outside chance, especially in nasty weather, that man overboard could be the difference between life and death. So make sure you know how to use it. Now we are going to head back, and I am going to navigate to the life jacket, and all I have to do is turn the boat in the direction. And obviously if this were a real situation, I would be going much quicker because I would want to get that person. And I am coming up to the green marker, which is the waypoint that was created with the man overboard. Whoops, sorry, I'm trying to steer and drive here. And coming back, and it's taking me right to the waypoint, and I threw the life jacket in the water and I'm very close to it now. You can see that I am coming up to it, and the life jacket or man overboard is now within sight, and I could pick it up and rescue the person. And there is our man overboard. Our life jacket is right there, safely navigated back to. If this were a real emergency, that person could be drifting around, so you have to be super careful. So once again, that man overboard feature is a great safety feature. And there is our victim, and we have got back to the green marker safely, and we are going to pull our victim into the boat and secure our rescue. Now that we have secured our rescue, we need to cancel our navigation to the man overboard. So we're going to hit menu. Actually, we're going to hit exit first, and then we're going to hit menu. And then up here it says at the top, cancel man overboard navigation. And yes, we're going to cancel it. And you'll notice though that the waypoint is still here. So you also want to delete that waypoint. So you're going to go down here, right cursor, and you're going to go to delete waypoint. And yes, I want to delete that waypoint. There was just our life jacket, and I hit that, and now it's gone. So we have now secured the rescue and secured our Humminbird back to its original setting, so we can continue on our way. Rescue successful and complete. I use my go-to key most often for navigating to a waypoint or a cursor position. This video was previously shown in the zoom in, zoom out keys video, but it clearly demonstrates how to use the go-to key to navigate to a waypoint. I am currently out on the water with a good buddy, Gary Murray, and he is a new Humminbird user, and he asked me a question about going to a spot on a map like a waypoint or finding a designated spot. So let's take a quick look at that. If I look at the map here, I have a waypoint out here that I just randomly selected, and I am going to take my cursor control key and I am going to zoom it in onto the waypoint, and let's find it, and there it is. It's highlighted now. You can see it's highlighted, it's got the number there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the go to button, and I'm going to do my next video on the use of the go to button, which is this one here, and man overboard, and it now says up here go to position. So I click on that, and now you can see that it has created a navigation grid for me. My boat icon position is here, the waypoint is here, it's showing me the distance is 0.4 miles, statute miles, the bearing, and the coordinates. Using the plus minus button, so if I hit the plus button, it makes it a bigger grid so it's easier to see, and I can still see my boat position. Alright, so I fired up the engine and I'm going to start navigating towards it. And as I navigate towards that waypoint, I am going to have a green indicator arrow here that is going to keep me on track, and I am heading towards it, and I will use my plus minus button to just get different perspective. So if I need to minus out, zoom out, I can see that there is a good overview of where I'm going, and as I get closer I can zoom in. So I am constantly using the plus minus button to get a reference. The go-to has a cross-track error. If I get outside of that red, there's going to be an alarm beep, and I use this all the time, ice fishing, wherever I'm going to get to spots. It's going to save you some money on gas because you're going to follow a straight line towards the target rather than sort of guessing where you're going. As you can see, the boat position is getting closer. I am now at 0.3 statute miles towards the target, and the faster I go, sometimes I need to adjust my plus minus buttons to zoom in or zoom out a little bit more quickly. So let's put her on plane and let's see what happens. And you can see that we are 0.2 statute miles, and I probably want to take the plus button and zoom it in a little bit more, and as I get a little bit closer I can zoom it in again, and you get an idea of how to use the plus minus button to navigate towards a waypoint. Just one more item for the go-to in case you try it and you need to get out of it. I should clarify how to do that. Hit the menu button and you'll see up here at the top it says cancel navigation. Press that to the right once, and yes, you want to cancel navigation, and then that is gone. You hit the exit button here, and I am going to exit out of this here as well, and now the boat is just drifting along with no navigation, and that's how you do it. I have done a previous video on the go-to button and how to use circle mode, and you can also do the follow the contour if you have an iPilot link, but I think I'll save those for another video and keep this video a little bit shorter because the importance of that man overboard button is just so critical, and the two main things that I generally use my go-to button for are navigating to a waypoint and, if necessary, that man overboard. And that's what I want to leave you with in this video. So as always, if you find the video enjoyable or helpful, a like, share, subscribe is always very much appreciated. Take care and bye for now.